Hello, and welcome to the Youth Sports Chowdown. I'm Red Velvet. This is Uncle Lump.
Hello.
And we hope you're having a great Monday.
Hope you're having a wonderful Monday.
Does that sound like talk showy?
It did. You sounded very, very professional.
Wake up, San Francisco.
That's what they look forward to when they show up to our show is professionalism.
And that's what you don't
bad reading.
You get bad reading for sure. Professionalism.
We make every English teacher cringe.
That's true.
With our
probably a lot of other teachers.
We make all these children look very good at their reading.
We do. So we do.
If nothing else, we help that way.
Well, kids, I got one piece of advice. Eat your carrots so you can see. He didn't eat carrots as a child.
And
we now know that. We know he lied. And I
didn't lie. I just didn't eat my carrots. No. Now, though, it doesn't help. It does not like retain your division. That's not the right word. I'm already screwing it up.
Provision. Man,
see, I just can't talk. It's not just the reading. It's just not being able to talk.
If you can't talk, we got a problem. This is what you do for a living.
I talk way too much. You're absolutely right. I can talk just fine. It's the reading, and it's something about this show. My brain just doesn't work anymore. Can't focus.
Anyway, we hope you're all having a great Monday. We had a podcast drop today. It was the Northview boys soccer coaches. Yeah. JP Arvin, Kevin Strala, and Will Rendon.
Did you like the Photoshop?
I love the Photoshop. The big green, man, especially with Will and his hat.
Well, he was wearing the Buc-ee's hat, and I felt like it was just right for him to be laying in the middle. And it was too large. Yeah. And I was lazy, and I didn't want to have to go find a normal picture of him, so I took that one, and that's what we went with.
It works, and it was awesome.
It made me laugh.
Oh, absolutely. So go check that out on all streaming platforms. There's too many to name now.
There's lots of them.
But go check that out. And then don't forget, Thursday we'll have another episode drop, too.
I'd tell you who it is, but I don't remember. It might be Mr. Travis Van Zandt.
I forgot he was on the show.
You're like, Travis, who did we interview named? Yeah,
I was thinking Randy Travis.
Oh no, we have not had Randy Travis on yet.
Okay,
well, there's still time, sort of.
At this time, should we thank Travis?
Yeah, we should. Even though you just forgot he was on the podcast.
I love Travis. We should. Thank you to our gold sponsors. Wabash Valley Plumbing. Check out that pipe. It's a big pipe. That's a sewer pipe for everybody looking. U.S. Lawns, Terre Haute. Look at this fine craftsmanship you did with your video editing skills. ML Productions. They make movies.
Wait till you see your new Power Performer graphic.
Ooh, I can't wait. See, I get to see all the stuff like you guys do. Blue Acre Roofing and Restoration.
Well, I did just finish right before I came over, so
push it to the wire. Wabash Valley Adult Teen Challenge.
I need to shorten these.
It's okay. RJ's formal wear. I need to go talk to him. I need him to iron my shirt.
I thought you said I need an arm for my shirt. I'm like, what did you do?
You got to iron it. You got to iron it. Peak Performance Gym. No peak, no results. You get guns like these that you can't see.
Yeah, we're not.
Stitched embroidery and apparel. Pappy's Barbecue. Meet, eat, repeat. Go say hi to Travis.
That's where Travis works.
That's where Travis owns.
They own that building.
Yes. Yes. Thank you, gold sponsors.
Thank you.
Yes. It was a great video.
Slightly long. I need to cut it down just slightly, but it's okay.
Slightly.
It'll be okay.
Never mind. Moving on.
I have more ideas. Wait till you see the Power Performer video. We're going to make them all like this. It's pretty sweet. It's very professional.
Okay.
Well, I think it looks professional.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. So
you're about to be intrigued.
We'll find out then, pal.
It might be a little loud, so just FYI.
Well, so are we.
Yeah.
Or at least I am. So I am.
So they may already have us turned down regardless, so we'll be okay.
We're probably on mute and subtitled. I wonder what the subtitles look like.
Oh, awful. It has to be. Because I don't say normal words right anyway, so I do not pronunciate words very well.
Yeah, I'm just dumb.
Or is it enunciate? Pronunciate? Enunciate?
Both.
Okay, cool.
Is it both or both?
No, I don't know.
Anyway, moving forward, we're going to start with some action. We got volleyball. Northview Volleyball. They went 3-0 this past week. They faced Clover.
Awesome.
Yeah, they've only lost one match. I don't remember who it was because it was so long ago. They've been on a hot streak since then.
Great job,
they
ladies.
Faced Cloverdale and they won 3-0. Then they faced Sullivan, won 3-0, and Indian Creek won 3-0. Some key stats for the week here: Lucas, 55 kills. 4 aces, a block, 33 digs. Brady McDonald had 1 kill, 5 aces, 55 digs.
Dang.
4 assists. Carson Buck, 20 kills, 1 ace, 1 block, 24 digs, and 42 assists.
Holy crap.
That's a lot.
That is a lot.
Yeah. Then Alexis Strala, 15 kills, 2 aces, 2 blocks, 15 digs, and 2 assists. Morgan Oleg had 1 kill, 3 aces, 9 digs, 64 assists.
Wow. Great job, ladies.
Great job, ladies. Now we move over to some high school football.
The Northview Knights take on the
Hold
West
on,
Vigo
let me zoom in
Vikings.
for you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
49-7. The Knights get the victory. On the offensive side, Colton Bath with 1 carry for 5 yards and then 3 completions for 124 yards and 2 touchdowns. Very efficient.
I believe he only played 10 plays that game.
I was going to say that was very efficient work for 2 touchdowns.
10
good
plays
job.
and all that.
Slade fell with 5 carries for 44 yards and 2 touchdowns, and then a reception for a 75-yard touchdown. Sebastian Stewart with a carry for 33 yards and a touchdown.
Good job.
Avery Perry with a reception for 32 yards and a touchdown, and then 105 punt return yards for a touchdown.
I was waiting for you to say personal record.
Oh, nope. I'm not that dumb. I do misread a lot of these things, but I do figure out your hieroglyphics sometimes. And then Briar McCluskey with 2 carries, 23 yards, and 131 kick return yards for a touchdown. I believe he took the opening kickoff.
The opening kickoff went to the house, and the very first punt return went to the house.
Yeah, great job, Briar.
And also, I want to shout out my kid on the punt return. That poor offensive lineman he had to go against not only threw him down at the line, the ball gets kicked, Kai goes out, then peels back to start blocking. Finds the same kid and lays him out again. I'm like, oh, you poor soul. Anyway, proceed.
And then on the defensive side, Gage Thompson leading the way with 7 tackles. Slade Fell with 6. Garrett Schimmel with 4 tackles and a tackle for a loss. Devin Orman with the exact same stat line. 4 tackles, tackle for a loss. And then Carter Raines, not to be outdone, with 4 tackles and a tackle for a loss. Great job, boys.
Great job. And then we had the North-South game. The battle for the bell. Terrell South wins 41-22.
Can confirm most of them went to B-dubs afterwards, too, because there was a pretty hefty wait.
Did you go to B-dubs?
We tried to. Then we ended up going to Olive Garden.
Oh, yeah. You got the veal scallopini or whatever you got.
I got chicken parmesan.
Oh, okay.
But it hurt my tummy. It's not a good idea.
Brady Wilson, he had 14 pass completions, 212 yards, and 4 touchdowns. To Isaac Corbin, 22 carries, 136 yards, a reception, and 18 yards. I know you looked at that
for
name.
sure butchered that. When you said it, I was like, what? I would have butchered it.
Trevor Branch, 3 carries, 20 yards, a touchdown, 2 receptions for 62 yards and 2 touchdowns. Chase Maxwell had 2 catches, 65 yards and a touchdown. Mason Lewis, 3 receptions, 40 yards and a tud. And then defense for the Braves, a lot of hitting. Gavin Baszler led the way, 15 tackles, 1 for a loss. Jaden Hool had 14 tackles. Malik Polk, 10 tackles and a sack. Tommaso Poff, 8 tackles. Rylan Hool and Caleb Rutledge each had 7 tackles and an interception.
Big game for the defense.
And then on the north side, north, Harrison Wetzel, 4 carries, 41 yards, 7 completions for 89. Zaire White, 20 carries, 135 yards, 3 touchdowns, 3 receptions, 70 yards. And Isaiah Minke, 3 receptions for 35. And then defense for Terra North. We've said this name a lot. Jackson McDonald, or Jack, as I've butchered it before, 22 tackles, 4 for a loss.
Great job.
Samuel Weihert, 13 tackles. Gregory Sanders, 10 tackles, 2 for a loss. And Quincy Moran had 8 tackles and 1 for a loss.
Great game.
When the North-South game happened, there's a lot of action, a lot of banging and ganging going on, man. Oh, it's a good rivalry.
Then we have North Putnam takes on Crawfordsville, 57-21. Cougars get the victory. On the Cougar side for the offense, Christian Kramer with 16 carries, 120 yards and a touchdown, and then 17 completions, 246 yards and a touchdown. Big game. Big Wes game. Murphy, 14 carries, 108 yards and 4 touchdowns, 8 receptions for 77 yards. Couple of real big games.
Yep.
Owen Thurman with 2 carries for 21 yards and a touchdown. Caden Hankins with 2 carries for 14 yards and a touchdown, and Griffin Starr with 5 receptions for 61 yards and a touchdown. Then on the defensive side for the Cougars, Caden Hankins leading the way with 9 tackles. Hudson Rowe and Wes Murphy adding 7 tackles apiece, and Khaled Hasser with 4 tackles and 1.5 sacks.
I thought you were going to butcher it. Good job.
Thank you. Thank you for your, what's that word?
Faith?
Yeah, there we go. Faith or...
Well, I was going to say
about as much as me driving a trailer.
Like DJ Khaled, because I'm out here grinding. Oh, anyway. Cloverdale face the Crimson Knights. I don't know where the Crimson Knights are from, because on Max Preps it says Crimson Knights.
Maybe they're from Crimson.
Where's Crimson?
I don't know.
Red?
Yes, the Red Crimson Village, where it's always night.
You know what? Cloverdale won big. 71-0.
Maybe they're like a mythical team.
It might be. Well, maybe that's what was Bishop Sycamore?
Yeah. Yeah.
It might be Bishop Sycamore disguised. Landon Duncan, 2 carries, 46 yards, a touchdown, 5 completions for 99 yards and 3 touchdowns. Tate Jackson had 2 carries, 66 yards, a touchdown, 2 receptions, 39 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Jacob Compton had 2 carries for 5 yards and a tud. Ashton Evans, 10 carries, 63 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Marcus Boyd, 2 receptions, 46 yards, and a touchdown. And Benjamin Campbell, 2 receptions, 33 yards, and a touchdown.
Great
There were no
job.
defensive stats recorded. Moving on.
Then Park Heritage takes on Akka. 39-0. The Wolves get the victory.
Way to go, Wolves.
On the offensive side for Park Heritage, Mason Wilcox with 4 carries for 5 yards and 4 completions for 2 touchdowns. Blake Ledke with 4 carries for 30 yards and a touchdown. Carson Rollison with 15 carries, 171 yards,
Big
and
day.
2 touchdowns. And Aiden Millspaw with 5 carries for 35 yards and a reception for 36 yards and a touchdown. Then on the defensive side for Park Heritage, Tucker Conley leading the way with 8 tackles, 2 tackles for a loss and a fumble recovery. Carter Games with 5 tackles, a tackle for a loss and a sack. Carson Rollison with 4 tackles and a tackle for a loss. And Clayton Burgess with 4 tackles, a tackle for a loss, and a sack.
Then we had the battle for Vermilion County. South Vermilion versus North Vermilion. And the Wildcats win 48-6. Dom Garzolini, 3 carries for 7 yards, 17 pass completions, 257 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
Great job. A lot of big days passing.
Yeah. Big day. Sorry. He always has a big day. I don't think he's thrown under
It was
200
like you
yards.
just glitched. You just went, big day.
I'll be on like the TikTok. Like, did you see the guy glitching? Dallas Coleman had a carry for 5 yards, a touchdown, 6 receptions for 96 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Alex Shyrock, 9 carries, 75 yards, and 3 touchdowns, and 1 catch for 13. Then on defense, Alex Shyrock led the way, 11 tackles, 3 for a loss, and 3 sacks. Dylan Hill had 8 tackles and an interception, and Kyle Higgins, 6 tackles, 1 for a loss, and a sack.
Great job. Then North Central takes on Red Hill, 29-22. The Salukis get the victory. Victory. I did not say that word. Victoria. I'm not sure what I said
Mario
there.
now?
Maybe. On the offensive side for North Central, Hayden Schultz with 8 carries, 40 yards, 14 completions for 230 yards and 2 touchdowns. Graydon Walters with 2 carries for 10 yards and a touchdown and 5 receptions for 92 yards and a touchdown. Landon Tryon with 7 carries for 25 yards and a reception for 47 and a touchdown. On the defensive side, Blake Sturm. Couldn't see if that was Strum or Sturm. 19 tackles, 2 tackles for a loss, and 1.5 sacks. Big day. Rylan Cox with 17 tackles. Colin Neaton with 12 tackles, 3 tackles for a loss, and 2 sacks. And Sawyer Cox with 10 tackles, 2 tackles for a loss, a half sack, and a forced fumble.
Good job. Then Greencastle versus South Putt. The Eagles win 41-14. Stats for South Putt. Wyatt Mullen, 10 carries, 56 yards, 5 completions, 190 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Keenan Mowry Shields had 4 carries for 8 yards and 2 touchdowns. Ty Benton, 12 carries, 72 yards, and a touchdown. Branson Enzer had 3 catches, 172 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Then on defense, Keenan Mowry Shields, 17 tackles, 1.5 tackles for a loss, and a forced fumble.
Great job.
Hunter Weddle had 14 tackles. Casey Ames had 12 with a tackle for a loss and a sack. Drew Klein had 7. Wyatt Mullen had 3 tackles, 1 for a loss, and a pick.
Great work.
And then we have scores the rest
We
of the
have
way.
some scores. Riverton Park versus Seeger, 40-6. Panthers get the victory. And Ben Davis versus Center Grove, 42-19. The Trojans get the victory. Then we move on to Lytton versus Sullivan, 42-20. Miners with the big win.
That was the Battle of Highway 54.
Oh, well, the Miners won the battle. They took the highway.
And then we have some middle school football. North Clay, 8th grade, took on South Putt. The Knights win 30-6. Jamie Zeimendorf had a touchdown. Briar Killian and Tristan Brown had strong runs. William Woodruff had two extra point receptions. And Gage Sims took a punt return to the house.
Great job.
Then on defense, Jamie Zeimendorf had an interception. A pick 6.
Oh,
pick 6.
Not just an interception.
No. William Woodruff had several tackles for a loss. Zayden Weisinger, several tackles for a loss. And then a pick 6 as well.
Dang.
And then
Great
Benton
job,
Hoskins
defense.
with several tackles.
Good work.
Soccer action.
The Lady Knights take on Sullivan, 9-0. Knights get a big victory.
Good job.
Lauren Tilley with 2 goals, 2 assists, and a steal. Addie Modlin.
Modular.
Sorry, can't see. We're going to turn this a little bit.
A little turn over here.
3 goals, 1 assist, and 2 steals. And Sophie Tipton with 3 goals and 3 assists. Then the Knights play. I'm sorry, I read the full stats for the whole thing. I apologize.
Okay.
I forgot that's how we did that. Lady Knights versus North Putnam, 5-3. Knights get the victory. And then the Lady Knights took on Sullivan.
No, that's the boy Knights.
Oh, the boy Knights took on Sullivan. 6-0. You did not give me any notes whatsoever on this page.
Lady Knights, nice.
Knights.
That's usually what they.
Yeah, I just assumed it was all the same. Apologies. All right. So then the boys soccer Knights take on Sullivan 6-0. Knights get the victory. And the Knights versus North Putnam 4-0. Cougars get the victory.
Good job. Now we
You
have
can go watch their podcast. Or
Yes,
not watch it. You can
that's
listen
the
to
boys
it.
soccer team dropped today.
Yeah.
Listen to all the coaches and all the cool stuff they have to talk about. Strive 365 faced the junior Sycamores. Strive wins 14-1.
Great job.
Some batting stats. Nolan Ritchie had 3 hits, 2 RBIs, 3 doubles, and 2 stolen bases. Cole Dillard had 2 hits, 2 RBIs, 2 doubles, and a stolen base. Ethan Okovich had a hit, an RBI, a double, and 2 stolen bases. And Lou Cole had 2 hits, 4 RBIs, and a homer.
Great job.
And we have Riley Rec League.
All
Oh, I
right.
forgot the other score, but we're going to start first.
Harden versus Wagner, 7-4. Harden gets the victory. On the batting side, Max Harden with 2 hits and a triple. Rhett Blair with 3 hits and a triple. Maddox Givens with 3 hits, a double, and a triple.
Good job.
Kendrick Minke with 2 hits, and Bennett Faulkner with a hit and a triple.
Good job.
Look at that. I can't see, and I still got it right. We're making progress.
We're getting there.
Then on the mound, Maddox Givens with 3 Ks, Max Harden with 3 Ks, Rhett Blair with 2, Kendrick Minke with 2, and Caden Wells with 2. Great job, boys.
Good job. Now we have some CYFL Pee Wee action. This is from last week. Thanks, Michael Moore. The Silver Knights faced Owen Valley. The Knights win 14-0. Emerson Moore had 2 extra points. River Stewart had a touchdown, and Rogue Nodley had a touchdown. On the defensive side, Emerson Moore had 7 tackles and 3 sacks. Sebastian Dighton had 3 tackles and 2 interceptions and an unofficial pick 6. It got
Great
called
job.
back. No, the league league rules, they cannot return an interception.
But he would have had a pick
He would have had
six.
a pick 6. And
Dang.
then River Stewart had 7 tackles, Rogue Nodley with 4, and Landon Williams with 2 sacks.
Great job.
This
Then the
is from
Silver
Saturday.
Knights take on the Maroon Knights 21-14. Silver gets the victory. On the offensive side for the Silver, Sebastian Dighton with a touchdown, River Stewart with 2 touchdowns, Emerson Moore with an extra point, and Jack Powell with an extra point. On the defense side for the Silver, Emerson Moore with 4 tackles and 2 sacks.
Good job.
River Stewart with 4 tackles, Rogue Nodley with 4 tackles, Colin Helton with 4 tackles, and Huxley Tilley with 3 tackles and 2 sacks.
Good job. Now we move to Junior League. I'm trying to zoom in. That's a little, I can't even see that. And I ain't my coach.
So I definitely won't be able to read it.
The Silver Knights faced West Vigo, and the Knights win 27-6, which that makes your Silver Knights in the Junior League your division champions.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. And I got to announce this game. It was wild.
Oh, yeah?
Wow. Lucas Harrison went off. He had 3 carries, 111 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
Good job, buddy.
I don't even know what the average is, but 3 divided
That
by
seems like a lot.
111 divided by 3. My math's not good, but that sounds like a lot.
Yeah. I'm not going to take a guess
Nope.
because I was going to say 35. It's give or take about 35,
Somewhere around there.
40-ish.
Yeah, somewhere around there. You got.
Not good at quick math.
We'll just round up to an even 50. We'll just call
There
it
we
down.
go.
Landon
You had a
Zabo.
good day, buddy.
He had a good day. Landon Zabo had 4 carries, 58 yards, and 2-point conversion. Earl Donald had 4 carries, 36 yards, and a touchdown. And Grayson Forker, 2 carries, 31 yards, and a touchdown.
Great job, boys.
Then on defense, I did say this name a lot. Johnny Potrouse.
Were you yelling it?
I was.
Oh, even better.
I was like, tackle by Johnny Potrouse. He got 7 tackles, 1 for a loss. Parker Neese had 4 tackles, 1 for a loss, a sack, and a fumble recovery. I'll tell you what, those
Big
are 2
day.
defensive tackles. That's a lot of beef right there in the middle.
That's tough to handle.
That is tough to handle. Yep. Earl Donald, Rip Gardner had 3 tackles each, and Jace Hickman with 2.
Then we move on to the Maroon Knights versus the Black Knights. 18-13, Maroon get the victory. Jackson Pestoff with 7 carries for 79 yards and a completion for a touchdown and 1 reception for 11 yards. Lincoln Powell with 5 carries, 56 yards and a touchdown. Buster Ray with 4 carries, 22 yards and a touchdown. Easton Herbert with a reception for a touchdown and a completion for 11 yards. Then on the defensive side, Jackson Pestoff leading the way with 11 tackles.
He was everywhere.
Max Osborne with 8 tackles. Nolan Moore with 5, Buster Ray with 5, and Easton Herbert with 3.
All right. And then the White Knights took on West Vigo, and the Knights win 41-0. Mason Miller, he hit the trifecta. He had 3 carries, 25 yards, a touchdown, 2 receptions for 28 yards, a touchdown, 65 yards on a kick return for a touchdown.
Dang. Good job, bud.
And then Liam Fabre had 3 carries, 40 yards, and a touchdown, 2
Nice.
pass completions, 28 yards, and a touchdown. Xavier Gerchik had 7 carries for 85 yards and a touchdown, and 2 2-point conversions. Zyler Williams and Marius Gent both did great jobs blocking and playing multiple positions on offense.
Great job.
And then on defense, Liam Fabre led the way, 5 tackles. Zyler Williams and Luke Leslie each had 3. Ashton Ferry and Marius Gent had 2 apiece. And Mason Miller, I guess it wasn't a trifecta. It was like the cycle. He had a pick 6.
Oh, man.
He scored a touchdown in like every way possible, other than passing.
That's very
He
impressive.
ran one, caught one, returned one, and then picked one.
So you need to add a play where he throws one.
Yeah, Coach Leslie, if you're listening,
Let's
do a
work that
halfback
in.
pass.
I mean, you got to go
Might
for
as
it
well.
now.
Might as well.
Very good work,
Good
though, buddy.
job, Mason Miller. And now we move to some CYFL Senior League action.
White Knights take on Sullivan 30-6. A tough Sullivan team gets the victory. On the offensive side for the White Knights, Javon Robinson, 3 carries for 40 yards and a touchdown. Gavin Hendricks with 8 carries for 35 yards. Cree Staley with 7 carries for 16 yards. Iverson Vaughn with 2 carries for 13 yards. And Gavin Bowling with 3 carries for 2 yards. On the defensive side, Javon Robinson leads the way with 5 tackles. And then Iverson Vaughn and Cree Staley both add 3 apiece.
And then we have, this is from last week's game. Brian, you're a little late there, bud. Silver Knights face the Black Knights. Black Knights win 14-12. Some stats for the Silver. Trenton Monteith had 25 yards rushing. Eli Phillips had 45. And Case Bath with 170. On defense, Eli Phillips, Brant Kraft, Remington Wise all had 4 tackles. Case Bath had 4 tackles and a pick.
Great job.
Carter Coughlin had 3 tackles, 1 for a loss.
Great job. Then we move on to the Maroon Knights versus West Vigo, 14-10. Knights get the victory. On the offensive side, Colt Sims, 94 yards and a touchdown, and Max Race with 60 yards and a touchdown. Great job, boys. On the defensive side, Colt Sims, Ryder Neville, and Colton James had double-digit tackles apiece. Great work, boys. Cruz Shepard and Jacob Greenwell had several tackles, and shout out to Eli Marlowe making a huge solo tackle to ice the game.
Good job, boys, young men.
Great work.
Now we move to the GYFL, Greencastle Youth Football League. The Tiger Cubs face Cascade. Cascade edges them out 27-14. On offense, Aiden Dayhoff had 60 rush yards, 5 pass completions for 42 yards, a touchdown, and a 2-point conversion. Hunter Monroe had 20 rush yards and 25 receiving yards. Tucker Hatfield, 24 rush yards. Langston Humphrey had 36 receiving yards. Justin Gurrell with 20 receiving yards. Then on defense, Aiden Dayhoff had 11 tackles, 1 for a loss.
Dang.
Tucker Hatfield had 9 tackles, 2 for a loss. Waylon Willis had 8 tackles. Hunter Monroe with 8. And Joseph Osman had 9 tackles, 1 for a loss.
Great work, kiddos.
And then we have some CCSL action.
Softball, Stitched versus A-plus Printing, 5-3 A-plus get the victory. On the batting side, Maddie Whistler with a hit and Anna Moore with a hit and an RBI.
Good job.
Great job, girls.
Now we have some Clay Youth Soccer Club. The U15 Comets faced Mill Creek last week. The Comets won 3-1. Benton Givens, Caleb Waugh, and Harper Spillman all scored the goals. And then this week, it was the U13 Comets versus the Boys and Girls Club United Blue. The United won 2-1. Some stats. Kyle Mapes had a goal. AJ Tipton with an assist and 7 saves. And Macy Uli had 6 saves. Blue scored the final goal with 5 minutes left before the final whistle. And then some coaches' notes. We put up a strong fight this week, and the kids are really learning how to play together as a team. We're 3-3 on the season, but I have full confidence in this team as we look ahead to take on the Putnam Panthers.
Great job. Great coaching, too.
Yes, good job. And now it is time for our favorite part of the show.
You ready?
All right, I'm ready. Let's see the screen. That's pretty cool.
I went a little different.
A little pretty cool.
Looks a little more professional.
Yeah,
I
that's
felt
way
like.
better than what I do. I have stick figures and popsicle sticks and glue.
Well, thank you for letting me get some new software. It is working greatly. I
Looks
love
like
it.
it's a good investment.
It has been so far. I'm still learning, but we're getting there.
Hey, it looks pretty
You
sweet.
ready to?
I'm ready. This week's youth power performers: Nolan Ritchie, Rhett Blair, Maddox Given, Rogue Nolly, River Stewart, Sebastian Dighton, Mason Miller, Jackson Pestoff, Javon Robinson, Case Bath, Aiden Dayhuff, and AJ Tipton. Sorry, I couldn't see very. I didn't even have carrots, I thought. The prep power performers: Carson Buck, Addie Modulin, Christian Kramer, Jackson McDonald, Dom Garzolini, Blake Sturm, Gage Sims, and Zayden Reisinger. Congratulations.
Congratulations, kids.
Yes, that's keep working. I know the playoffs for the youth football league are just around the corner. So keep working and just hey, now there's no more guaranteed games. You got to earn it.
Most of you had practice, I think, in 3 minutes. So go work hard. If you're still watching, you better shut this down and go.
You better
'cause
shut
you're
it
gonna
down
get
and
in
go.
trouble.
So to follow the show, Diner Pod University will be taking on Northern Illinois
Oh.
on PlayStation 5.
Good luck. I'm going
So-
to practice.
Well, good luck. If you want to sit at practice and watch that, you
I
can.
might
Or if
join
you-
you. I
or-
guess I could join you from the track
You
while
could.
I'm walking. I
You
might come
could.
talk to you for a little
Or you
bit.
can watch it later on. But yes, Chris Howard will be leading the Diner Pod Dragons we're on a hot streak right now, but we're playing for some rivalry trophy. I don't even know what it is, but we're going to take it to Northern Illinois and we're going to win.
We're gonna move on to a new conference.
Yeah. I don't get that. The record says that we're only sixth in the independents and we have the best record.
Makes
I don't
no
know.
sense.
I'm going by best record.
Yeah.
So
It'll be okay.
anyway, moving along. Thank you for tuning in. We're out of here. Keep pushing.
Bye.
Take care.